You know, tomorrow night's a big alumni football game.
I heard something about that.
Yeah, a little bit. A lot of talk going around. How are ticket sales? That was one of the questions I was asked yesterday.
Ticket sales are starting to pick up. They've been picking up here the last couple days, but we're getting up against it here as far as the pre-sales. We have to turn all our pre-sale tickets in by Friday around 4 o'clock. So we're going to have them out at the locations until 3, and then I've got to swoop around and pick them up. So I bet you we probably have 400 of the tickets pre-sold so far, but I'd really like to see us move that number up a little bit.
Right. I apologize. I had asked Michelle, who works with the Star Beacon, that did the printing of the program, to bring me one, and I believe she forgot. But she was in charge of making sure that got in, and it was supposed to have arrived yesterday, I believe.
Yeah, my understanding was it was supposed to arrive yesterday, but I haven't gotten the email to go pick them up, or they haven't dropped them off at our office.
I will email her now, and we'll see if everything's done.
Yeah, but they look great. I mean, I've seen the electronic version of it.
Okay.
And they came out really nice. Full color, nice programs.
Really?
So I think everyone's going to really like them when they see them. A lot of photos of both the Conneaut and Edgewood players, and box scores of old games, and they really came out nice.
I got a guy that stopped over the house the other day, and he goes, this game's pretty intense. These guys are really working for full contact.
They're taking it really seriously.
Very seriously.
Both sides are. So I think it'll be a well played game, or at least a lot of effort put in the game, and both sides are really getting into it.
You have a lot of prizes here.
Actually, I only have a few things.
Only a few.
We're up to really close to 60 items, and I just this morning as I was packing stuff up at the office, Tanya Stutzman, graduate of Conneaut, and she's Tanya Richards now. Mm-hmm. She stopped in and she gave us a free night at the Hampton Inn in Erie.
Wow.
So we're still picking up some really nice prizes for the Chinese auction. But I brought some in with me. I'll mention what I have, and I do want to mention a few of the other things that we have, and then in a couple minutes I'll talk to you about some of the guys on the Conneaut roster.
Okay.
But we tried to make sure we have stuff that appeals to everybody. So I brought today to show off. We got an autographed football by Bernie Kosar.
Really?
So anybody that watched the Browns in the '80s is going to want a Bernie Kosar autograph.
Now, how do you work this now? This is Chinese auction time?
This is Chinese auction time.
So how does that work?
So what's going to happen, for people that want to get a leg up on buying their Chinese auction tickets, they can stop at my office at State Farm. For $5, they get a sheet. And the sheet has one stub that they're going to keep for themselves, and then 26 tear-offs. So for $5, they're going to get 26 chances at the Chinese auction. And they'll just take those 26 little stubs. They see something they like, they can put as many of those tickets as they want in that bucket.
Do you have a starting price that they...
It's not a price. It's
not a silent.
You're buying tickets, and you're going to put your tickets in a bucket, and then we pull a winning ticket out of the bucket.
So what would you say a Bernie Kosar football would go for?
From a monetary standpoint,
yeah.
I've seen them anywhere from $80 to $150.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Can I see? Let's see how you say.
Kind of.
Oh, Bernie. Yeah. Number 18. How did you get that?
Well, this one I actually got this. The NFL has an auction site that they auction off memorabilia for either the Pro Football Hall of Fame or different causes. Uh-huh. So we picked up a couple items through donations from individuals and businesses. We actually went on the auction sites and acquired this. Gary Collins, wide receiver from the 60s and 70s. We have an autographed football of him.
Yeah.
And then Desmond Bryant, the Cleveland Browns actually donated an autographed football from Desmond Bryant.
Really?
So we've got 3 different autographed footballs. So we're covering some of the sports end. And we also have, my family helped me find a Kyrie Irving autograph. And it's an actual piece of the parquet floor. And he autographed the parquet floor. Then there's an 8x10 photo, and it's all framed really nice.
Really?
So, we've kind of got the sports angle there. For people that are interested in the electronics, we have a Samsung Galaxy Tab. So that's a $200 piece of electronic equipment. Xbox 360, digital camera. The Xbox is probably $200 to $300 item. The digital camera is $150. I think it's a 16 megapixel camera.
Would you get that price, do you think, in the auction, or do they?
Well, because they're putting tickets in, it's
Tickets.
you don't actually put
Chinese
money.
auction.
I understand, but I mean, if that's worth $150, you probably won't get that, right? They're gonna low bid, right?
No, he doesn't.
He
get
doesn't
this.
I don't get it. I don't get
All
it.
right, everybody
There's no
ignore
bidding.
Pat for a minute.
Wait a minute. Go to commercial. We've got to hit him in the head. We have to reset.
What you do is you buy tickets, and you put your tickets in for a chance to have your ticket drawn out as the winner. You don't actually bid a dollar amount.
No.
So if you really want this Bernie Kosar ball, you may put all of your tickets in to better your chance of being the winner for this ticket. So
Like a 50-50.
it's like, yeah, it's like
I just thought you'd make more money the other way, the way I am throwing it out wrongly.
Yeah.
yeah, you're talking either a silent auction or a regular auction.
Silent auction.
You know,
But then you have to announce it, and people have to hang around,
Yeah.
and you have
See,
to have people running it and keeping an
with
eye on
this,
it, and
what we're gonna do is
collecting money.
we'll probably start at 6 o'clock. An hour before the game starts. These will be out where people can buy their tickets and they can put their chances in. We're gonna run this through halftime. After halftime, we're gonna shut it down, and during the third quarter, we will pull the winning ticket numbers, and then I don't know if you knew this or not, but we're gonna be using that your guys' outdoor movie theater. I was talking with the public library.
That's the libraries, yeah.
The library's movie theater, and probably starting the fourth quarter, we're going to put up on the projection all of the winning ticket numbers for the items.
Really?
But what we're doing that's a little bit different than other Chinese auctions is we're not doing a redraw. So if somebody buys their tickets, like if I sell you a sheet of tickets, you're
Right.
going to give me your name and phone number, and I'm going to sign your ticket number, that name and phone number. So at the end of the night, if you didn't come pick up your prize, maybe you went home early or you forgot about checking, on Monday, I'll call you and say you won.
Okay.
So the reason we're doing that is there's a football game going on. And we don't want people to stop paying attention to the football game to go grab their prize. And we
And
have
then what are they going to do with it?
we have a 32-inch flat screen TV. You're not going to carry that around. So let me take care of carrying it around for you, and I'll call you on Monday and say, hey, I've got your TV screen. Come pick it up.
But if I win that, I'll take it and go home.
Some of these football players might not appreciate that, Penny, that you're heading out at the end of the game.
But hey.
I did that football there. Michelle would die for that thing because she was a big Bernie Kosar
Yeah.
fan.
Oh, yeah. So we also have, and Penny, will you hold this up? I want to show this up.
This is excellent.
We have, and this isn't even an item by itself. This is one of many things. We have put together what we call a local artist basket. And I was down at the lake Monday night and ran into Rich McBride, told him what we were doing. The next morning, he drops this off at my house.
I know, he's wonderful.
A framed photograph by Rich. And I didn't put a picture of this on Facebook because I couldn't do it justice to take picture of a picture and put it on Facebook. But this is one of the items. Rob Cox, who went to Con Ed as well, he has donated 2 framed photographs that he's done over the years. One is some guys fishing on a break wall, and I think the other one might have been from D-Day, if I remember right. Bill Dalton has provided a signed print to go in this basket. Jessica Kennedy she does quilling and she does wine charms.
Yeah.
So she has 2 lighthouse coasters made out of quilling, as well as some beach glass wine charms. Sabrina Andrew, who works for me, she has a wine bottle, etched wine bottle that she had at your art sale. So we've got multiple pieces of local art and that's probably my favorite, because when somebody gets that, I mean, they're going to have enough art to decorate a whole room. I mean, you're going to have 3 photos, a signed print, all these different items that are all about Conneaut. And so, that's a really neat piece. We did a local lesson basket where if you win that basket, you're going to have one free month of lessons for Taekwondo by Jason Dalton, $40 gift certificate to Chalkbox, 1 free month of art lessons by my wife at the Dalton Gallery. Boy, I'm missing some here. There's more. There's 1 month at Dancing with Janie. There's a DVD from Beaches on how to make beach glass jewelry. So, most of these we're putting multiple items together to really make it an impressive prize if you win it. We just wrapped up yesterday, and I don't have all of the information, but we decided to make an ultimate pizza crawl. And what we did is we went to all the local pizza shops and asked for a free pizza. Some of them gave us multiple pizzas. There's about 18 pizzas that will be in this basket. So if somebody loves pizza and they want variety, they can bid on this basket, and they're going to have all these coupons for free pizzas all over town.
Wow.
And then when they're done eating those and they get over their heart attack, they can tell us which one's the best.
And then they can get the basket for the free month at Snap Fitness to
work
off some of those pizzas.
You know, for kids, we have, and we brought them in, they're up in the back, and they're going to be hard to see, but we have a basket of cars.
I'm going to have you stand up there.
Sure.
Can we do that, Andy?
And this is just a few of them. But this is a
Check this out.
Disney Cars basket here, and I can hold it up like so. There are both Cars 1 and Cars 2 movies in here, along with about 11 different cars from the movie Cars for the kids. So if you've got a son or daughter that's a Cars fan, everything they need from both movies is going to be in here for them to have a really good time. This next one here, this is a basket from White Turkey. There's a gift certificate in here to White Turkey. There's a t-shirt from White Turkey, a sweatshirt from White Turkey, and one of their mugs with their logo on it. So, you know, a lot of people obviously love to go out to White Turkey. You can wear the garb, bring your own mug, I guess, and then you got a gift certificate to pay for your meal. Yeah. So this is we had a lot of people in the sock hop that were interested in that. For the girls, the Disney Princess basket. We've got 3 different Disney movies. We've got The Little Mermaid, The Princess and the Frog, and Cinderella. And then there's 4 different Disney princess dolls in here. So once again, you've got a daughter or son, for that matter, that loves Disney princesses. You got the whole set right here. So they can just have a great time with this. And then this one here, a little bit older kids, we got an MP3 player and a headphone set. So they can download their music. I think this one even does videos too. They got the over-the-ear headphones that everybody likes nowadays.
Where did you get all this stuff?
Everywhere. Everywhere.
All donated?
Yes. Everything was donated, or like I said, some people donated money, and we used the money to purchase some of these items. But lots of donations. We also have it was too big to bring in, but we have a Barbie basket that has a Barbie movie. It has 6 different Barbie dolls, including I think it was a 25th anniversary Christmas Barbie, and then a Barbie Playhouse. So I mean, that one is a huge one. Disney planes. We have the Disney planes movie.
Oh yeah.
Along with 8 planes, just like the Cars, and then a plane set. So we've got stuff for the kids. We've got stuff for the house. We've got electronics, things for the guys, and then when you start getting into another thing that's really neat, we have a night at the gallery. W.E. Dalton Gallery has donated a night where a group of 4 people can come in. He supplies material, helps them go through an art project, and there may or may not be a little bit of wine there for them as well. That's part of the package.
Chris, what do you expect to get out of this money wise?
You know, we're hoping for 1,000 pre-sold tickets, and if we were to get that, as I said the other day, $5 for every pre-sold ticket.
It's $5,000.
It's $5,000. So if we could sell out those 1,000 tickets that we have, there's $5,000 right there.
Then with all this other stuff.
With all this other stuff, with all the items that we have, I would hope that we could raise another $5,000 in the Chinese auction. I mean, at $5 a ticket, and I would hope that people are going to buy more than one ticket because it's going to give them even more chances. And once again, that $5 ticket gets you 26 opportunities to bid.
Right.
So you're really only talking about 24 cents, 23 cents a chance, that you're buying. You just have to buy them in $5 increments.
I'm not saying anything about that. I'm saying keeping my mouth shut.
I know. Okay.
And then with the programs, with the programs, those are going to be $3 a piece with the programs. So we hope to make, a couple hundred to a couple. Well, actually, we have 3,000 programs that are being printed. I don't expect us to sell all of them that night.
How much are they going for?
We're going to sell them for $3 a piece. Okay. So, but we can sell them, we'll continue to sell them over the year because it's not just, the program is more about the history of Con Ed versus Edgewood than it is this particular game.
And it has pictures?
It has photos of players throughout the years. We took them out of yearbooks. We took them out of the newspaper. It's got box scores from the very first game in 1965 to the very last game in 2013.
Who did all that work?
The Con Ed Public Library did a lot of work researching this. The Kingsville Public Library also helped look on the Edgewood side through their yearbooks. if I remember, I think it was Kathy Altman and Vicki Barker at the Conant Library that did all the work. And then Sabrina Andrew, who works for me, she took all the box scores, and because you're working off microfiche, it's not really clear. She took the box scores and she retyped them up in an Excel spreadsheet so that they would be print quality to go in the program. But that program took hundreds of hours.
Oh, I know. I'm listening to you. I'm thinking how much work.
But I mean, when people see that,
Michelle told me, she goes, back when they were waiting for the copy to come in, she goes, there's so much going into this. It's very hard to get that in on a deadline basis because there's so much going on.
And we wanted to put more, but we ran out of time.
You had to cut off.
Yeah, we had to cut it off somewhere. And a lot of great people have bought ads. The ads that are in the program are what paid for this. And it's going to be a 20-page program.
Wow.
There's another source of income. Well, you had to pay for the
the ads paid for the program. So now the program is completely paid for. So anything we make on the program sales is a profit.
Let's take this call. Hi, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hi.
Where are you going to have this auction at?
Could you turn down your television or radio, please, so we don't get that feedback?
The Chinese auction is actually going to take place at the stadium, at the actual football game this Friday. So you can buy your auction tickets in advance, but the only way you can put your the only way you can put your chances in to win is you have to come to the game. They'll be set up as you walk in the gates at the stadium.
I was going to ask you that.
There's a huge white tent. We're using the northwest entrance, the old band entrance at the stadium, which has been what was the ticket gate this past season. That's where everyone's going to come into the game. When you walk in, there's about 60 foot of white tent. Underneath that white tent will be all of the Chinese auction items, and there'll be buckets and corresponding numbers, and that's where people will actually participate. So the idea with the Chinese auction is for those that might not be interested in the actual football game itself, maybe they'd be interested in the auction, so they'd be willing to buy a ticket to come to the game for the opportunity to win some of these prizes. We also have, I mean, if people like going to events, we've got all kinds of tickets. We've got one that's, it's 2 tickets to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, along with 2 lunch tickets on the Nautica Queen. So you're going to get a lunch cruise and a day at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That's a nice day in Cleveland.
Yeah, we've got, calling it the Boys of Summer. It's tickets to the Mahoning Valley Scrappers, the Lake Erie Captains, the Akron, what are now Rubber Ducks, and the Cleveland Indians. So the only one we didn't do was the Columbus team because it's kind of a far drive for people.
Right.
But you can see, basically all of the minor league and professional teams for the Cleveland Indians over the summer.
Wow.
So you're not getting 1 set of tickets; you're getting 4 sets of tickets. We're really trying to make this. We have one we call the Erie Water Fun Park. It's going to get you 4 passes to Waldameer, which were donated by the Conant Telephone Company, along with 4 passes to the USS Niagara Museum. So the kids can have some fun at the water park, and then you can go teach them some history.
Oh, that's super.
I mean, we just have some amazing items. Home Depot donated what's called a garage power station. You put this unit in your garage. It's got power jacks. It's got an air compressor. It's got a light system on it. It's a $130 item that they sell, and they've donated that. We've got we call this one the Northeast Ohio Discovery Package. It's 4 passes on the AC&J Railroad in Jefferson, 2 buy one get one free tickets at Lake Farm Park, and 4 tickets to the Cleveland Botanical Gardens. So you get to see a bunch of different things throughout Northeast Ohio. We've got a day in Pittsburgh where you get passes to the Pittsburgh Zoo, passes to the Pittsburgh Botanical Garden, and then pass tickets to what's called the Duquesne Incline, which it's kind of like a railroad museum, but it's an actual machine that takes you up the side of a hill. It looks really, really neat. So there's a bunch of stuff you can do in Pittsburgh for the day. The D-Day experience. D-Day Ohio is putting together a basket that's going to include, I haven't seen it yet, so hopefully we'll get it today or definitely by tomorrow, but it's going to have the program, the D-Day Challenge coin, VIP private tour of the camp, and I think they're going to throw in a Higgins boat ride and all kinds, anything related to D-Day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be a really neat. You can't get that anywhere else. The only place you can get something like that is at this.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
because I'm dizzy from all this stuff that you have here. Did you have a lot of people helping you put this together? You didn't do all this by yourself.
I didn't do it all by myself, but we have a very small and dedicated group. As I told you before,
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Stiltner
Yeah.
has been handling the football side and helping. I mean, he's done more than just the football side, but he coordinated all of the football players, all the practices, and then his wife Bridget has been helping me with chasing down all the donation items.
Really?
My wife Jody has lined up several of these baskets, and we like to joke whenever we talk about why we married each other. The first thing I always tell her is her penmanship. I always use her to write all my thank you letters, anything I can think of. Jody's got some of the, as a teacher, some of the greatest penmanship you'll ever see. So she's doing a lot of that stuff, like getting the tickets ready, the passes ready, making up certificates for people, as well as helping build the baskets. Sabrina Andrew, who works for me. Sabrina has probably contacted over 100 different businesses via email, phone, stopping in. She just yesterday stopped at almost a dozen different businesses to pick up items that they had donated. So it's a small group. Some of the other football players have been working to get some of these donations together, but then we've also had help. Like yesterday, Western Reserve Animal Clinic dropped off a beautiful basket that has some flea medicine in it, a free visit with the doctor, and several other great items in it. And Wendy Dubé dropped that off, so I don't know if Wendy reached out to them, I haven't talked to her yet, or if they just heard about this and wanted to be a part of it. So it's really, really taken off.
I am amazed.
It's one of those things that just shows how much the community can get behind something.
I'm kind of curious on some of the players that you
Well,
got.
I'm more curious on the cheerleaders.
There's nine cheerleaders, and I think I have the list of who they are too.
You do not.
I think I do. Caught me off guard, Penny.
I know. Well, you are all into football.
Here we go.
I want to
Here's the
know what
cheerleaders.
women are brave
Okay.
enough to get out there and cheerlead after all these years.
And Stacy Webb is who's coordinating the cheerleaders, and she was Stacy Shore. She graduated in 1999. Heather Rude is on the team. Jeannie Gillespie, Alicia Duras, Sadie Duras, Addie Manico, Casey Schwartzfigger, Manico. See, you should just read this. Alexis Lick, Autumn Glosser. So these are some of the names
Say Casey Schwartzfigger.
They're so young.
Casey Schwartzfigger.
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. So, most of the cheerleaders are either just graduated, recent graduates, but I think there was 9 of them that signed up to participate.
They're so young, I don't know them. Hi, you're on the air.
Hi, Penny. Hi, Chris. Hi, Pat. This is Matt calling.
Hi, Matty.
How you guys doing today?
Good. How are you?
Very good. Yeah, I wanted to publicly thank Chris for all the hard work he's doing for the Spark, plus for the generous donation that he made to the Outdoor Learning Center for us.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want everybody to know that he deserved the Man of the Year, Citizen of the Year last year. He's a good guy.
Thank you, Matt.
I agree.
We have a very enjoyable show today, and keep up the good work, Pat. You're a great asset to the community, you and Penny also. So thank you guys for all you do.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you.
All right, buddy.
Thank you. And he's going to be the Grand Marshal of the 4th of July
Grand
Parade.
Poobah.
Yes, he is. I'll be down there for video and
I
maybe
know
I'll get
it.
an
And
interview.
Tootsie Rolls.
Tootsie
Bags
Rolls?
of Tootsie Rolls.
There we go.
I'll be seeing you on Monday, Matt.
Yes, sir.
All right, buddy. Thank
Thanks,
you.
All
Matt.
righty, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, Matt Crawford, another good guy out there that does
Absolutely.
a lot for the community as well. Some of the players.
Some of the players. We got about 30 guys on the Conneaut roster.
I got to peek.
Some of the more veteran individuals, Jeff Pataki, graduated in 1984. Rob Slayton, graduated in 1985. Let me see here.
Wait a minute, 84. That would be the older player.
Yeah, that'd be 48 years old.
Wow.
Chuck Rozalski, graduated in 1988. Chuck's playing along with his son CJ, who just graduated this year.
Wow.
Rob Slayton's son Nick, who graduated in 2012. Nick Slayton's also playing. John Burke, graduated in 1990. We got a lot of guys from the 90s. Chris Stiltner, as I mentioned before, Isaac Case, Pat Carr, Jack Sabo, Jason Coe, Scott Kessler, Ark Luke, Dan Thompson, Mark Robertson, Zach Webb, Vincent Lucas. So those are some of the guys from the 90s.
Do you remember a lot of these guys from your day?
Oh yeah, because a lot of the guys, especially in the 90s, are they were in school with me because I graduated in '96. And then some of the guys from the 2000 years, Denny Distelrath, he's actually he's in the service right now and he'll be on leave, so he's coming back just for the game.
Wow.
Deacon Adams, Anthony Lott, Russell Vig, Billy Post, Gary Tintari Jr. and his brother Matt Tintari is also playing. He's on here somewhere. Yep, I didn't have a year graduation from Matt, so still there's a few guys we still need to get some info.
You know what's kind of
on.
neat though, when a father and son can play together.
Yeah, and we've got a couple of those. Chris Hathey, he graduated in the 90s, I know that.
Yeah.
Brandon Hale, Kyle Butcher, Aaron Bowers, Aslan Shear. I mentioned CJ Rozalski. So we got a wide variety of guys. Most of them are in their early to mid 30s. We got some of the guys that are a couple teenagers, a couple guys in their 20s. Jeff Pataki, he's not local anymore. I think he's in the New York area. He just signed up over the weekend to play, and said, hey, I'll come into town. So he's coming in either tonight or tomorrow just for the game.
Now, Chris, you kind of addressed this the other day, but I keep getting reports that this game could become intense. I mean, are we talking? How do you monitor that?
Well, before the game, each team there's a conversation with each team by the company that puts this on.
Okay.
And all these guys have to go to work on Monday. Some of them on Saturday or Sunday. So everybody understands that, this is a charity event. This is for a good cause. We're out here to have fun, and we all have jobs, families, whatever. So I think people will show some restraint, but at the same time, a lot of these guys are competitive. That's why they're doing this 20 years after graduation, because they're very competitive.
30 in some cases.
And obviously with it being Edgewood, natural rivalry, long-time rivalry. I mean, these guys have competed against each other for years. So, yeah, it's going to get intense. I know some of the Kanye guys went to try to watch the Edgewood practice and got booted out of there. And,
Really?
Even the Kanye guys, they got a little heated yesterday, I guess, at practice with each other because they're just ready to. All of the practice right now is no equipment. So they're just running through plays, and they're just, they can't hit anybody yet. So these guys, they're antsy. But, I think the bigger concern is going to be the pulled hamstring, the tweaked knee.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, and it will. And I talked to the gentleman that puts this on yesterday, and he said that's going to happen. I mean, rescue squad's going to be there. The high school's trainer will be there to help. This company brings in a trainer as well to make sure these guys are taped up properly, the equipment's on right, that everything fits accordingly. So, at the end of the day, they all realize that they're not professional athletes here.
Do you know if there's the Edgewood team has cheerleaders too?
I don't know that they do. We kind of threw the cheerleading aspect together,
I think that's kind of neat.
As this was going. But to supplement that, we also have the high school cheerleaders will be there because they're having the junior cheer camp this week,
right.
And there's about 45 girls that will be participating as the halftime show. So, we're going to have, we'll have all kinds of cheerleaders for you, Pat. We got
Wow. Yeah. Hopefully they won't get into a fight.
Yeah.
Well, the cheerleaders are pretty competitive too.
Yes, they are. I think it's amazing that you brought back these gals that were cheerleaders a few years ago anyway, but to bring them back and they want to participate and be involved, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
I really do.
And I'll tell you, just this past week, I've talked to several other women that said, "Boy, we wish we would have known. We would have loved to have done it." And it like I said, it just kind of happened. A couple of the cheerleaders are dating a couple of the football players and said, "Hey, we'd like to do this too."
Yeah.
And I said, "Hey, Stacy, get a group together, run with it,"
Yeah.
and they did. So, if we do this again, I'm assuming we'll do something like this
I wonder,
again.
does the company supply them with outfits?
No,
They have to have their
they
own.
actually they bought themselves, and we had Frank Brown make up matching T-shirts for all the alumni cheerleaders, and then they were also worried because mid-June it might be cold. They also wanted hoodies, so they have hoodies and T-shirts. They all got matching shorts, bows for their hair, tennis. So they're going to have a uniform, but they're supplying the whole thing.
Is that
themselves.
right?
So I guess they practiced every day this week, and they were practicing 3 days a week. So they're out. They're trying to out practice football players right now.
Were you a cheerleader in your day?
No.
Oh,
So
sorry I brought it up.
but
I'm
everybody.
just trying to get even with you.
Yeah, no.
Everybody
No.
is really.
I wasn't
it's-
a Connie at anyway.
I know, Buffalo.
Everybody that's involved with this is really, and I mean, now the football players, because they're so competitive, they're having a contest among each other to see who can sell the most tickets.
Oh,
So they keep coming back to the office and give me 10 more, give me 10 more, and they're trying to see what guy can sell the most tickets, which I'm all for. So
absolutely.
and
Tell me,
these-
where can you get tickets?
Okay, you can get tickets at my office at State Farm here in Conneaut. You can get them at the Andover Bank in Conneaut, Orlando Brothers Golden Dawn, Gertie's Pharmacy, and then we also have them at the Star Beacon. Now, we'll be pulling tickets from all of those locations by 3 o'clock tomorrow, because I have to have the pre-sales turned in at 4. Now, probably till 3:30, quarter to 4, you can still get them at my office tomorrow. But please, buy your tickets today or tomorrow morning. Stop in one of these locations. Talk to one of these football players or cheerleaders I mentioned. They've all had tickets to sell. Some of them have turned theirs in. But we'll get you tickets. If you call up and say, Chris, I can't make it to your office because I'm at work, we'll find a way to get them to you tonight.
And tell them tell them the difference between buying them at the gate and buying them pre-sale.
When you buy them pre-sale, and they are $10 a piece, but children 9 and under get them free. So, like for my family, we got 3 kids under 9, and then Jody and I. For $20, we're getting 5 people in the game. So, if you look at it that way, it is pretty reasonable. But the $10 pre-sale tickets, $5 of that ticket, of every ticket we pre-sell, goes towards the Spark fundraiser. If you buy them at the gate, the entire there's no discount. The price is still the same. The entire $10 goes to the company that puts this on. So I understand they have to make money because it costs them several thousands of dollars to do this. They bring all the equipment. Now our guys bought their own jerseys, but they bring the pads, the pants, the helmets. They pay for the officials. They pay for the utilities. They pay for the insurance. So they've got a cost. But if you want to truly have this benefit the Spark, you need to buy your tickets pre-sale, because we get $5 of every one of those sales. Now, if you can't buy a pre-sale and you got to wait till the day of the game, then still come, because we've got the Chinese auction, 50-50, the programs. There's other ways you can help support this. But we are encouraging you, if you're thinking about coming, buy that ticket in advance. And even if you can't make it, just think of it as a donation that you're making to Spark.
Sure.
Because and not even just supporting Spark, but support these guys that have been practicing for 2 months, these cheerleaders that have been practicing for 2 months, the little girls in the junior cheer camp. Just come out to support them. They talking to the guys that play, they love seeing the stands full. I mean, that's what really gets them excited.
Want, yeah.
So we really encourage people to come out.
Game time is 7.
7 o'clock. People will be there probably as early as 4 setting up. I would say, we'll kind of open the gate around between 5 and 6. Plan on 6 so that we know all the food's up and running. So, come early. Come at 6.
You
Check
will
out
have
the
the
Chinese
concession
auction.
stands open.
Both the music boosters and the athletic boosters will be running their concession
for
stands.
hot dogs and that.
So, so you don't have to worry about dinner. You can get your food.
Right.
Get
Make
your
an
food at the
evening of
game.
it.
Exactly.
And it's supposed to be a
Yeah.
good evening. Too.
Yeah, but come.
And it's when?
It's this Friday.
This Friday.
Tomorrow. So make sure you
night.
come out.
I got breaking news.
Bring
for
your
you.
cash.
I got breaking news for you, Chris.
Okay.
This is from Michelle to you.
Okay.
The programs that we were talking about, they arrived at the Star Beacon this morning. They should have been here yesterday, but they were sent to Warren, where the paper is printed, so it kind of got confused. Tell Chris, Janie will bring them to you
Oh, great. Saves me a trip.
today. So
Great.
if you don't hear from her, you better
Yeah.
give them a call.
And
I I meant to tell you last night, Pat. Well, it's between us, I guess, but
Well,
they are in, so they are done.
They are done, and we'll have, if someone wants to check them out, maybe later on today, definitely tomorrow, you can stop at my office, see what they look like, and heck, if you want to buy them in advance,
Yeah.
that's great. Oh, and one other thing on the Chinese auction, just something kind of unique we're throwing together at the last
There it
second.
is again.
Yeah.
We're getting all of the football players for the Conneaut team are going to sign a football, and we're going to have a team football that will be part of the auction. So, for those of you that have somebody that's playing in the game or just like the idea of a piece of nostalgia, there will be a signed Conneaut Spartan alumni team football as part of the auction as well.
Excellent. It sounds like you got this under control here, Chris.
We're working on
I
it,
don't
but
know
hey,
how
if
you
anybody
did it.
wants to help out, come
Work's
on
done.
over.
Help out now.
It is obvious from the last half an hour or so that we've done this interview, the work that an energy has gone into this thing. I mean, this is
amazing.
amazing to me. I know
Right.
Penny, you the same
Yeah.
way. We've been sitting here with our eyes
Yeah.
bugged out.
Yeah.
And there's plenty more, so just come on out and see everything we got. I can't even remember everything.
Yeah.
So it's
Wow.
going to be a great night, though. Great night.
And weather's supposed to be perfect.
Weather's supposed to be perfect, and even if it rains, so what?
It's
You know?
football.
You don't have
That's
to take a
part
bath.
of football. And you got another
Yeah.
breaking news thing here. Is Chris still there? Yes, he is, Michelle. Can you ask him where she should bring the programs? To State
To
Farm.
my office, to State Farm.
State
Yeah.
Farm, okay.
Yeah.
I will send this back to her so that to get this straight, or I'm doing double whammy here.
Thank you. Thanks for coordinating this for
I
me, Pat.
know. Secretary on the run. Right here.
So I just put State Farm, so
Yeah.
that's where she's going to deliver them, so you won't have to pick
Great.
them up.
Saves me a trip.
Chris, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good luck with this. Thank you for taking this to the forefront and helping the spark out. It really needs the help out there.
And
if
it's
we can raise,
beautiful.
if we can raise $10,000,
Hey, that would be
that's going to
phenomenal.
help out.
Yeah,
It's going to help out
absolutely.
the school system.
If you haven't been by Spark, they're finishing up on the track, on the track
Yeah.
and field there,
In the field house, yeah.
and the field house, and
They put some sidewalks in just the other
sidewalks
Did
in.
they?
They were
Yeah.
working on landscaping grass last night.
You know what's kind of neat too? You have a new superintendent that's going to see this happening, what this community can do for something like this for the school district. He's got to be impressed, and timing couldn't be better.
Yeah, and heard he was very sports minded. So
Yes,
that's a
he
good
is.
thing.
He was all around coach, you know. So, Chris, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Good
All
luck to you.
right.